Hey everyone, it's Kelsey, Sarah's mom. I'm making this video with Sarah's permission to share with you what's been going on with us over the last couple of years, and to also share with you the incredible update that we have, and we're hoping that you may also benefit from some of the things that we have recently been doing. First of all, I'm going to give you the rundown of what she has been diagnosed with over the past 3 years. Digestive issues, anxiety, insomnia, ADHD, dysphagia, sensory processing disorder, dyspraxia, visual processing disorder, auditory processing disorder, and chronic fatigue syndrome. She also had some cognitive issues like low processing speed and memory issues. She also had poor health overall and often had headaches, nausea, dizziness, and was deficient in B12 and iron. Sarah grew up as a very normal kid. She was very neurotypical. There was really no reason for us to think that she would have any problems as she grew. When she got to grade 5, the teacher suggested that she might have ADHD. So we took her in to get her assessed, and sure enough, she scored moderate to high for ADHD. Soon after, though, by December of that year, she announced that she was having difficulty swallowing. We sought out the help from an amazing occupational therapist who worked with her extensively. She had to do intensive food therapy to learn how to swallow food again. As we progressed through the therapy, we started to uncover other difficulties she was having. That's when we first got the diagnosis for sensory processing disorder. By the end of grade 6, she was really struggling to be in class. She was tired all the time. She still had severe insomnia. I took this picture to show Sarah's teacher exactly what was going on at home on the days when she was unable to be in school. At this point, she had been awake for 2 hours and was still not able to cope with being in the world. We spent the summer getting her tested for a few things because we were heading to a new school and we knew we needed the paperwork. So we had her vision tested, and she was diagnosed with visual processing disorder. We also got her tested for auditory processing disorder, and this was a real shocker for us. The test revealed she was only processing 45% in one ear and 65% in the other. So she was missing a lot of information, especially in classrooms. So she was fitted for assisted hearing devices. Also during that time period, that summer, she really started to struggle with her legs. As a result, we spent that summer doing a lot of therapy to work on Sarah's coordination and gross motor skills. When we started, I have to tell you, it was very alarming to see how far she had declined. In this video, the exercise is that Sarah is meant to tap her foot on the floor in front of her while crossing the midline. This exercise was too difficult for her, so I simplified it to just tapping the floor directly in front of her. I added that she should point her toe. When I did so, she became unable to tap the floor and instead began to curl her feet, as you can see. We started to wonder if maybe there was some type of cerebral palsy. So we took her to a neurologist and they assessed her. They said she did not have any degenerative issues. In fact, they didn't feel what she was reporting was even neurologically possible, and that, it's all in her head, and take her home and create a new normal and get some emotional support in place for her. So we started grade 7, and by January, she was no longer really a part of our family anymore. She was zoned out. Her fatigue was incredible. Her grade 7 report card showed that there were 146 days where she was either absent or had incomplete attendance. She had a lot of cognitive issues by now. She was in a swing in the basement all day and all night. She couldn't be around people. She didn't want anyone to go down and visit her. She didn't want to talk to people. By March, I got desperate and I started to research. I uncovered something called SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and it got my interest. And when I found SIBO, I also uncovered a doctor in Phoenix named Dr. Nemechek. And he wrote a blog post in March 2017 stating how he reverses autism in kids because he believes that SIBO is the core problem for these kids. I believed 100% this was exactly what was going to fix Sarah, and I got rid of every single thing and followed the protocol to a T. We put Sarah on this protocol late in May. And by the end of June, I'm happy to tell you she was a different kid. Most of her issues had already significantly improved. And now we are 5 months on the protocol and she has literally been transformed into a different person. She has attended school every day. She has not missed 1 minute of school. She no longer has chronic digestive issues. She no longer has ADHD. She is focused. She stays on task. She does not have dysphagia. She, in fact, is not even as picky with food as she used to be. She sleeps so well. I put her to bed and she wakes up rested. She no longer has SPD, which was one of her biggest problems, but it melted away very quickly. She no longer has dyspraxia. She is playing piano. She's riding her bike. She tried out for the volleyball team. She takes a gymnastics class. Her auditory issues have completely improved. She no longer requires an FM system. Her fatigue is lifted and she has amazing amounts of energy again. She's walking home from school every day. Her headaches, stomach aches, nausea, balance issues have all resolved. And all of these issues have been resolved from one simple protocol. So how does this benefit you? This protocol is for anybody, not just kids with autism, not just kids with developmental disorders. It's for anybody who wants better health or wants to prevent future health problems. It's a two-pronged approach to healing. This protocol rebalances your gut's bacteria. Your bacteria sends thousands of messages to your brain and throughout your body and is responsible for far more than I ever realized. And it reduces massive inflammation in your body. That inflammation in your body is damaging your nervous system, and nervous system damage is responsible for most modern illness. I highly recommend that you look into it. It's changed Sarah's life. It's saved her life, literally. It's given us our lives and our daughter back. So thanks for watching this video. I hope that some of you look into this and research it and maybe even try it out for yourself. And if you do and you have your own great success stories, I hope you reach out to me and share them with me. And thanks for coming along with us on this journey, and I hope you enjoyed this update.